Hello, welcome to my kitchen. And one thing we left out the other day when we did the vegan gluten-free spaghetti, we left out the meatballs. And who can have spaghetti without meatballs? So I'm going to show you how to make a nice, easy and super delicious meatless meatball or vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free meatballs. So here we go. I don't have a helper, at least right now, today, so I'm just going to try and do this. So, so far what I've done is I have soaked some garbanzo beans and black beans overnight, and now I am cooking them here, as you can see. Let's see, I'm using half water and half of my vegetable broth. These are the black beans and they're coming along good. Of course, I'm going to let them cool before I work with it. And I also, whoops, there we go. All right, I've got the garbanzo beans here also cooking in the veggie broth, half water and half of the veggie broth. And if you missed that video, it's essentially tomatoes, let's see, tomatoes, onions, garlic, peppers, some herbs, a little sea salt, cumin. So we got all that mixed up in there. Oh, and I also have some rice going on here. Once again, I'm using half water and half of the broth. So this will be done really quick. And when I have a pan free, then we'll start working on the mushrooms. Okay, so while we're waiting for those to get nice and soft so we can mush them up, we are going to chop some onions and garlic, because who can have meatballs without some crunchy onions and garlic in it? So here we go. I'm not going to chop these too fine, by the way, because there's already, you know, finely chopped garlic and onion in the broth, which, by the way, just to clarify again, is not a true broth. It's just strictly 100% blended up vegetables. So this is going to, in addition to the beans, because we're only going to grind them up, you know, maybe about 2/3 of them, but this will give it some texture and some extra flavor when we fry them up. Okay, welcome back with help. So anyways, as I showed you earlier, I was boiling after I had soaked. I'm choosing to use black beans and chickpeas here and rice for our meatless meatballs or vegan meatballs, and just got the mushrooms. So we're just going to saute these here a little bit in a little bit of coconut oil and some sea salt. We're going to wait till these get nice and mushy, and I'm also going to add just a little bit, this is just for flavor. This is on the video I called it vegan broth. It's actually not a broth at all. It's blended up tomatoes and herbs and peppers and onions and garlic, so that'll give it a nice little flavor. And that is what I cooked the beans over here in, and the rice, by the way. And I did half and half, just so you know, give you kind of an idea here. So we're going to let these mushrooms get nice and mushy, and after that we're going to go mix it all up together and make our vegan meatballs, and maybe even a nice little, oh, what do they call it? A veggie burger! Vegan burger! I know you're looking forward to that, aren't you, camera guy?
Oh yeah, can't wait.
All right. Okay, so we're going to let these saute and we'll be back. Okay, so it looks like these mushrooms, ooh, are nice and sauteed. Look how juicy and delicious and tender. Absolutely perfect. All right, so we're done with that. Okay, we're going to let those cool just a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to turn this on super low and reheat some of the spaghetti we made the other night. So, because we got to get ready for the meatballs. Now that we've got everything we need, we're going to take some of these beans and we're going to put them in the processor. I'm not putting them in the Vitamix because this is such a badass, it's going to liquefy them, but we don't want it liquefied because we want it to, you know, we want to obviously we're trying to make meatballs. And maybe even a nice little veggie burger. So we'll just put in what we need here. Some of the chickpeas. Not sure if I mentioned before, but lentils are also wonderful to use in this. Throw some of those beans in there. We're gonna throw some of the rice. And that'll kind of give it an elastic feel, you know, because we're doing this eggless as well. There we go. And I've got my onion and garlic. Got my onion and garlic. Okay, and we got the onion and garlic ready to go. We're going to mix this in here. After we get this all mixed up, we'll add some of these delicious mushy mushrooms. And a little bit of oregano. The reason I used that, what I call broth, earlier is because it already has lots of flavor and spices, so you really don't need much here. We're just going to put a little oregano and a little sea salt. But we'll taste it. Who knows? We might need to add some pepper or something, but we'll see. So we're just going to turn this on. Okay, so we're going to kind of press this a little. Getting nice, and you want to come look at the consistency here. See, it's getting a little bit more malleable, so we can, yeah, look at that. We can make that into patties here soon. Okay. Oh wow, that's really delicious. Okay. That's looking pretty good. And they're not all mushed. Yay. So I am gonna add some more here. So we're not gonna chop this nearly as long as the first round because we don't want them completely liquefied. And some more shrooms. Okay. Oops. So I'm just going to kind of push this down, and so we'll get the rest of it chopped up about, I don't know, a third, so you still kind of have some chunks, maybe a half. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll just have to show you. Alright, so we'll just mush this, you know, get the big pieces down there one more time, and I think this is a nice mock meat consistency to fry our meatballs. And you can bake them too if you want to be healthy, but healthier. So this is, yeah, this is a nice consistency, but we're gonna get it just a little bit more here. Okay, I think this is looking real good here. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, come look at that. So you still have chunks, but you also have lots of mush, so that'll mush together well. You could also add, if you wanted to, you could also add some flour. We're gonna add a little bit of flax and season it up here when we put it in the bowl so we can roll them out and make meatballs. All right, so now we're just gonna dump this delicious meatless meat into the bowl here. Look at that. Feel free to add whatever seasonings you like. If you want chili powder or, you know, whatever. Go for it. Fine by me. I mean, that's the whole point, is you want to eat it. I mean, there's no point in making healthy food if you're not going to eat it. So definitely make it the way you like it. So here's some ground flax. Add a little bit of that. Okay, and we're going to throw in some fresh onion and garlic. And these are coarsely chopped, as I showed you before. I don't want it to, you know, I want to taste it. I like to taste the onion in my burger. Mix this all up, and then we'll give it a little taste. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh man, that is perfect. Well, yep. Oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna add a little pepper. Just got a little cayenne going on here. Oh, there we go. We got our pepper. The salt, everything's perfect, so. Alrighty, so let's take this over to fry. Alright, so we're gonna put some coconut oil on the pan here. And coconut's good to fry stuff because you can, you know, it works well at high temps, unlike olive oil. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get our little meatballs going on here. And we're gonna do burger, by the way. So I've got this ready to go. Nice, delicious little burger. So I'm just gonna make one little burger patty for you. Let's see, will that be big enough for that piece of bread in there? I think so. Nice and oval. That should fit about right, huh? We'll just throw this here. Look at that nice patty. Boom. Woo! All right. Then we'll just make a few meatballs because we still have that spaghetti dish. We're just gonna grab a little in our hands and roll it around, you know, like you used to make peanut butter cookies. Here you go. Pretty simple and fun. Have a food fight with. Okay. So we're eating light. I'm not going to make all of this, but I'll just make these 3 little meatballs. Woohoo! And we got the burger going. And looks like we are going to have our delicious substitute here in no time. Alright, this is, look at that, nice and, ooh, doesn't that look like a burger? We're just gonna flip it out real quick. Yeah, look at that. Maybe it's not flame broiled, but, you know, I think it's a pretty good substitute. Look at that, nice. And the meatballs, actually, you want to make a whole pot of them, and that sauce I showed you to make the other day, or any sauce, really, hell, open ragu if you really must. But I just put it in a baking dish and stick it in the oven, and there's your meatballs, and I bet you can take them to a football party and no one will ever know. Hey, looks like we are ready now. It's coming along real nice. Kind of this, well, I kind of squished that one up, but, you know, make it as crispy and delicious as you like. It's looking really good, but I'm hungry. I can't wait any longer. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Alright, looks like we are done here. So, look at that though. You got the nice little crunches in here, and it's, you know, just like a burger but better. We got our little meatballs, so I will grab the spaghetti that we reheated from the other night, and everybody knows it's always better the next day or 2 later anyways. So we will plate this up, and we'll have our vegan, gluten-free spaghetti and meatballs. There we go. There's some meat. Oops. Nice. some meatballs on there. Yes! However you do it. There's our meatballs, and we still have some of our delicious vegan cheese from the other night. And just sprinkle a little bit on top. So there is your vegan gluten-free spaghetti and meatballs with mozzarella cheese is what I call it. And yeah, looks like this is done. Good timing. All right. And here's our veggie burger. Obviously, this is not gluten-free. And we can put a little of the mock cheese on here too, since we're not going to use mayonnaise or anything. This will be a nice complement. We've got our lettuce and tomato. It's actually kale and spinach, but anyway, same thing. Lettuce, tomato. Okay, and we'll bring this over here for our burger. And there you go. What else could you ask for? Doesn't that look like a burger? Well, it does to me, so, alright. Do we need to do the taste test? Okay. Alrighty. Look at that. Look at that delicious burger. Isn't that insane? It's huge. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit that in my mouth, but hopefully that looks good to you. Let's try the spaghetti and meatballs and see if it really is better the next day. Mmm. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not even going to be able to tell it's not meat. Oh my gosh. Mmm. This is really good. You want this or the burger? Mmm. Mmm. It's delicious. Okay, here you go. Mmm. Here you go. Not good. It's amazing, huh? Okay, so we better try the burger. I don't know if I'll be able to get this all in my mouth, but I will try. Let's see. Alright, that's a big one. Wait, I better put this down. I need 2 hands. Okay. Mmm. Oh my, mmm. 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 So many things going through my mind. It's delicious. It's hot. Delicious. Mmm. 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 Seriously. No, best veggie burger ever. One bite? No, one bite. Mmm. I'm the vegan temptress. Mmm. Amazing? Mmm. Alright, well, sorry. It's rude to eat in front of you. So I guess I better say goodbye now. Oh my god, thank you! Mmm, that is delicious. Mmm.